What happens when a simple promotional scene suddenly feels a little too real? On August 7th, Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming recreated a romantic scene from Genius Girlfriend during a promotional event, and fans immediately noticed their chemistry. The expressions, the closeness, the natural interaction. For a moment, it felt less like a promotional activity and more like the characters had stepped directly out of the drama. But then another name entered the conversation: Zhang Linghe. Could he have felt jealous watching the scene? Before the speculation goes any further, there is one important point. There is no confirmed evidence that Zhang Linghe was jealous. The jealousy angle comes from fan reactions and curiosity, not from a confirmed statement or verified reaction. And that makes this moment even more interesting, because one romantic scene was enough to make fans ask a much bigger question. What would Zhang Linghe think if he saw it? The unexpected moment happened during the August 7th promotional event for Genius Girlfriend. Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming were given the opportunity to recreate a romantic scene from the drama. At first, it appeared to be a normal promotional activity. Actors often recreate memorable scenes to entertain fans and bring attention back to their projects. But the chemistry between Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming quickly became the focus. Their expressions felt natural. Their interaction was relaxed, and their recreated scene carried enough emotion to make fans immediately react. For viewers who already know the drama, the moment felt like a brief return to the world of the characters. Tian Xiwei appeared fully immersed in the scene, while Lai Weiming matched her energy. The result was a short but memorable interaction that quickly attracted attention. And this is where things became interesting, because fans did not stop at discussing the scene. Some immediately began connecting Tian Xiwei's interaction with another popular name, Zhang Linghe. Suddenly, a promotional moment became a fandom conversation. Tian Xiwei and Zhang Linghe have already attracted considerable attention from fans because of their previous collaborations and public interactions. So whenever Tian Xiwei shares a romantic or playful moment with another male co-star, some fans naturally make comparisons. That is exactly what happened here. After seeing Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming recreate the romantic scene, some fans began wondering about Zhang Linghe's possible reaction. Would he laugh? Would he simply ignore it? Or, purely from a fan perspective, could he feel a little jealous? But once again, this needs to remain a question. There is no verified evidence that Zhang Linghe watched the scene, and there is no confirmed statement from him saying he was jealous. Therefore, saying Zhang Linghe is jealous would go beyond the available information. What we can say is that fans were curious about the possibility, and that curiosity says something about how strongly audiences respond to celebrity chemistry. Fans notice everything: a smile, a glance, a small gesture, a moment of closeness. When audiences become emotionally invested in a celebrity pairing, even an ordinary promotional interaction can create a huge reaction. And Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming certainly gave fans something to talk about. But their chemistry was only part of the story. The reason this moment stood out was simple: chemistry. A romantic scene can be completely scripted, but the actors still need to make the audience believe in the emotion. Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming managed to create that feeling during their recreation. Their interaction was playful and romantic, but it also felt comfortable. For fans of Genius Girlfriend, this was an opportunity to see their favorite characters brought back to life outside the normal drama setting. For other viewers, it was a reminder of how effective promotional events can be when the cast knows how to entertain an audience. Tian Xiwei's expressive reactions added warmth to the moment. Lai Weiming responded naturally. Together, they created the kind of chemistry that immediately catches attention. And once fans started sharing their reactions, the conversation grew. Some fans simply enjoyed the scene. Others praised their chemistry. And some couldn't resist bringing Zhang Linghe into the discussion. But there is an important difference between enjoying chemistry on screen and assuming something about the actors' private lives. The scene was part of a promotional event. It does not confirm a romantic relationship between Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming. Likewise, fan speculation about Zhang Linghe does not prove that he felt jealous. Still, the question remains fascinating, because the moment showed just how quickly a short promotional interaction can become a major fandom talking point. This became the question many fans couldn't resist asking. But there is a major difference between saying, Zhang Linghe was jealous, and asking, would Zhang Linghe be jealous if he saw this? The first is a claim, the second is speculation, and without direct evidence, the second is the only responsible way to frame it. Fans may imagine how their favorite celebrity would react, but imagination should not be presented as reality. What we know is straightforward. Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming recreated a romantic scene during a promotional event. Fans noticed their chemistry. The moment attracted attention, and some fans began wondering about Zhang Linghe's reaction. That is where the confirmed story ends. Everything beyond that belongs to fandom interpretation. And honestly, that may be why the moment became so entertaining. Fans love imagining different scenarios. A simple interaction can suddenly inspire thousands of comments. Some people focus on the chemistry between the actors. Others compare different celebrity pairings. And some simply enjoy the playful idea of imagining how another star might react. But none of those theories should be confused with confirmed information. For now, Zhang Linghe's actual feelings remain unknown. And perhaps that mystery is exactly what keeps fans talking. At the end of the day, Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming accomplished exactly what a promotional event is supposed to do. They captured attention. Their recreated scene reminded fans of Genius Girlfriend and gave viewers a memorable interaction to discuss. Tian Xiwei once again showed her ability to create natural chemistry with her co-stars, while Lai Weiming matched the energy of the moment. But the biggest surprise may have been what happened afterward. Instead of only discussing Genius Girlfriend, fans started talking about Zhang Linghe. That shows how deeply audiences can become invested in celebrity interactions. A promotional scene may last only a few seconds, but the conversation surrounding it can continue for days. Still, one thing should remain clear. There is no confirmed evidence that Zhang Linghe was jealous. There is no verified reaction from him that proves it. So for now, the idea of jealousy remains nothing more than a question from fans. And perhaps that is what makes this story so intriguing. Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming created a memorable promotional moment. Fans reacted emotionally, and Zhang Linghe's name unexpectedly became part of the conversation. Sometimes, that's all it takes to turn an ordinary event into something fans simply cannot stop discussing. So now, the question goes to you. If Zhang Linghe actually watched Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming recreate that romantic scene, what do you think his reaction would be? Would he simply laugh and support the promotion? Would he not care at all? Or would fans immediately notice something in his expression and start another huge discussion? There is no confirmed answer. But one thing is certain. A short promotional scene between Tian Xiwei and Lai Weiming has already given fans plenty to talk about. What do you think Zhang Linghe would really say if he saw it?